Angela, author of the Irma Diaries, and I'm here today to propose how Hurricane Irma can save our future.
Hers is a timely message that before the catastrophic Hurricane Irma of 2017 fell on nonchalant ears. Now Angela Burnett Penn, who once was the only constant buzzing messenger of the impact of climate change in the British Virgin Islands, is leader of the mission to respond to Sustainability Goal number 13. Angela was born and raised in the British Virgin Islands, a territory that is made up of 60 of the world's most beautiful islands and cays, all of which are small islands that are under the threat of disappearing thanks to global warming and climate change. When Angela commenced her climate change outreach in 2008, many didn't seem to realize how urgent the matter was, even as the news presented this memorable report that coastal erosion had begun.
Low-lying areas around the Virgin Islands are already showing signs of the impact of climate change. Technical Planning Officer at the Department of Disaster Management, Christopher Williams, spoke with JTV News about the visible signs of climate change in the BVI.
Well, we have definitely observed some impacts of coastal erosion throughout the BVI. That the areas of red are the areas that we expect encroachment by the sea in all of these areas. And when you take into consideration that a lot of Anegada is already made up of inland fresh brackish water ponds, then it really is a significant impact.
Within the years that followed, Angela, who is employed as the environmental officer in the Department of Natural Resources, was able to ignite action on Sustainable Development Goal number 13 from a policy level. She was integral in the establishment of the territory's climate change policy, and the Virgin Islands Climate Change Trust Fund, which ignited climate actions from a governmental and agency level.
The Virgin Islands is responding to climate change. We invite you to partner with us.
And I have to tell you, I have been working in this field for about 10 years now, and a lot of what I've done is education. I would speak to everyone from primary school students to our ministers in cabinet and warn about the various impacts of climate change, including stronger hurricanes at category 5 level, etc.
Fast forward to September 2017, when Hurricane Irma, the strongest storm on record to exist in the open Atlantic region, struck. Angela was able to chronicle the traumatic experiences of residents in a book called The Irma Diaries, and through that book she has been able to whip every area of the territory into climate action.
Irma represents a new, scary era of unprecedented hurricanes. Irma was a glimpse of our future. Now, don't stone me, I'm just the messenger. But all jokes aside, the science on this is very clear. Since Irma, I've had the privilege of getting to know Kerry Emanuel, a world-renowned meteorologist, professor of atmospheric science at MIT, and a man who has dedicated his career to studying the physics of hurricanes. And he explains the links very plainly. He says hurricanes are fueled by the evaporation of seawater, and the warmer water becomes, the faster it can evaporate. We've known for 30 years that increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide increases the speed limit on hurricanes. And it doesn't come as any surprise that we keep breaking.
Angela continues to push the climate change and climate action message in the British Virgin Islands, and from all indications she is doing a great job.
Here at the temporary campus of Elma Stout High School, and I am here with
Sandia,
and all right, and these great guys are going to tell me in their words what climate change means to them.
Climate change means that the entire planet is getting warmer, so it means more rainfall, stronger hurricanes, and more flooding.
As a farmer, I'm going to have him share that with you now.
Climate change is very real. It allows us to sit down and rethink as to how we go forward, and so that we can maximize on our production. And what you will see, we incorporate a lot of stuff. Instead of in the past where we used to dump stuff, we kind of use those stuff more on the farm so that we can get the best out of it.
Talking about climate change or global warming, yeah, you know, that thing where we're pumping copious amounts of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into our atmosphere, which trap heat and warm our planet up. The global scientific community is all agreed. Warming of the climate system is unequivocal, or in other words, plain as
Thanks to Angela, the British Virgin Islands is achieving sustainable goal number 30.